A very good evening to all the students. My name is Brijesh Kumar Dubey and I am your English teacher. Today I am going to discuss about the importance of English literature and language in your present life and why you have to give importance to this language at the level of 11th and 12th. Many of the students of science stream and commerce stream don't give importance to English language and literature. They prepare their subject at the last moment and they just only think that they have to pass the examination. But let me make it very clear to you that passing the examination is different and scoring very good marks in the examination is absolutely different. I had been an English teacher for 17 years and every year my students perform very nice in the board examination and they score between 95% to 100%. Last year also my student got 98. Previous year also one of the students got 99 and many of the students got between 95 and 100%. Why it is so? Because their native language is strong. Many of the students think that they can make their English language very strong without having their native language strong. This is a very false conception. Until your native language is strong and you have a command on that language, you cannot be a good speaker, you cannot be a good writer in English literature and language. Why? Because we are Indians. Our mother tongue is Hindi and all the time we talk in Hindi, right? And if we are not able to convert, if we don't have the command on our native language, then definitely we cannot have a good command on English language. This is a fact that you have to realize. Because when we are talking, when we are writing, when we are speaking, we convert everything, every idea from our native language to English language. There is a translation. And if you don't have the command on your native language, then your English language and literature can never be strong. I want to make it very clear. I see many of the students who are able to talk in English, but they are not able to perform very nice in the examination. Why? Because whatever they are reading in the original text, they are not able to translate it and they are not able to convert in their own ideas. Why? Because their native language is not strong. So if you really want to make your English language strong, you have to make your native language. So just for example, I can say, take your Hindi language. You all the time talk, we are Indians and we all the time talk in Hindi. But you don't have the command on Hindi, then you cannot be a good speaker in English. You cannot write effective English, correct English. So it is high time that you should understand that you have to be a very good expert. You have to be a very good communicator. You have to understand your subject matter, your original text very nicely. And if you are not able to understand, then you have to think very seriously that when you are reading your text, why you are not able to understand very clearly. So today I am going to help you and I want to tell you important facts about English language and literature. In other words, you can say that I am going to share the secrets of English literature and language. Now you will be thinking that what are those important secrets? It's very simple. Very simple. And today I am going to tell you how you will start studying your literature and language. Right? So first of all, I want to tell you that you have to buy your original text. Original text is very important. Many of the students have the habit of buying the reference books. They are not standard. You have to buy the prescribed book of NCRT, right? And the original English text. And that original text you have to read. You have to understand every word of that chapter. If you think that you are just reading the story, understanding at the superficial level, and you can answer all the question and answer, let me tell you, it is not so easy. You have to change your reading style, learning style, and that is very important. If you change your style, English language is very easy. Now, what are the things you should do to make your English language and literature strong? First of all, you have to have a good command of the tenses, because whenever we are talking, whenever we are speaking, whenever we are writing, we are using the tenses. And if you don't have the command on the tenses, then definitely you cannot be a perfectionist in English language and literature. Many of the students have reached to the class 10th and 11th and 12th, but they don't understand the basics of grammar. And if you don't understand the basics of grammar, then how you can write effective and correct English? Many of the students, after reaching 11th and 12th, they are not able to write an application, correct application. They know they are writing an application, but that is not exactly following the format of CBSE. They are not able to write correct application without any mistakes. Why is it so? So now, today we are going to discuss how you can be a perfectionist in English language and literature. First of all, you have to understand the parts of speech and the tenses. That is very important. Why this is so important? Because if you don't know the tenses, if you don't know the basics in English language, in grammar, then how you can write effective and correct English? Really, now you have to change your style of learning English, right? And one of the most important thing is that you, first of all, I want to discuss very clearly. You have to understand parts of speech and tenses. Right from the early childhood, you have been studying 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but still you have not developed the command. And you have to develop the command, first of all. Second thing is that many of the students, word meaning is very important. And many of the students still now don't have an effective dictionary with them. They have cheap dictionaries with them. They don't have world-class dictionary. You need to have a world-class dictionary with you. I'm giving you an example of a world-class dictionary, and that is Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary. In that, no mistake is there. You should be able to understand every word. Because if you don't understand the word meaning, you cannot understand the paragraph, you can't understand the meaning of the sentences, then how can you understand the full text? So in order to perform very effectively, in order to understand literature and language very nicely, you have to understand word by word. You have to understand every word that is given in the text. You have to understand the word meaning of the text. And if you are not able to understand every word meaning of the text, you can never explain the chapter completely. And if you think that by cramming the question answers you can perform, you can write, and you can get good marks in the examination, this is a false notion, false perception that you have developed in your mind. CBSE questions are analytical. You have to understand the chapter very clearly. And in order to understand, you should understand every word meaning used in that prose, in the prose or poetry. right? This is the second step, that while you are reading, you should understand every word meaning used in the text. And another important point, that you have to understand the chapter very nicely. You have to understand, comprehend, and able to analyze yourself. You should be able to tell the prose and poetry in your own words. You should be able to analyze. You should be able to explain before the students, your friends, what is the theme of the chapter, what is the message of the chapter, who are the different characters in that text. Character analyzation is also very important. You have to understand the literary devices, the poetry devices very clearly. If you are not having a good knowledge about literary devices and poetic devices, then I may tell you very seriously that you can be in great problem. You will not be able to explain the prose and poetry with perfection. So this is a very simple formula I am telling you. Read the text, understand every word meaning of the text, and if you are able to understand every word meaning, every word of the prose and poetry, then you will be able to understand the complete sentence. And if you are able to understand the complete sentences, you will be able to understand the complete paragraph, and eventually you will be able to understand the complete chapter. And if the examiner asks you question from anywhere else, in whatever way, in whatever pattern, you will be able to answer the questions and answers with your analytical mind. You don't need to cram it. Another very important thing that I want to tell you, that I have given you complete notes. Even very weak student can also understand my notes. I have explained you every word meaning used in the text. I have given you notes on all the important questions of NCERT, including the answers of all the questions given in the text, in the original text. You will not find a single word that you will not be able to understand. For the convenience of all the students, I have explained in Hindi also. And if you are reading the text both in Hindi and in English, you will be able to understand completely. I have tried to cover all the students who are weak as well as who are very intelligent. I have given you different types of literary devices, poetic devices used in the poetry. I have explained everything fundamental related to the chapter. I have given you all the probable questions and answers that can be asked in the examinations. So first of all, I will only be able to help you if you are ready to help yourself. I just want your little dedication and devotion. The time that you give to your important papers, your main subjects, you just give your little dedication and devotion and hard work. I am telling you that you all be able to score between 95 to 100%. It's very easy. It's a mindset. It's an attitude. And if you really make your attitude in a positive way, that yes, I have to score between 95 to 100%, then definitely you can do that. Everything is a mental game. First of all, you have to think. In thinking, you have to not give any hard labor. Just you have to think, visualize yourself that you are the topper. And definitely you will be able to score between 95 to 100% in the board examination. But first of all, that should come in your mind, internally, from your inner core of your heart, that yes, I will be able to score. First of all, you have to be confident in yourself, and you have to think. In the recent time, you see that many of the students score very good marks, and if you get between 95 to 100%, then definitely your overall percentage will be improved. If by mistake or due to any reason, if you are able to score less mark in any of your subjects, then this English subject will really help you to compensate and improve your performance, improve your aggregate percentage. So the first thing that I would like to tell, that if you really want to make your English language and literature strong, the attitude towards this language should be changed. Everything depends upon your attitude, right? And if you think it very seriously, means I just need little dedication and devotion, and definitely you can be very good performer. You will be able to score good marks in the examination, and I am very much confident about you. For the last 17 years, I have seen various students who were very weak, but due to my training and guidance, they were able to score between 95 to 100. And every year I do this. And I would just lastly say that in the coming days, I will be giving you video lectures on the different prose and poetry, on different writing sections, and I will make a complete revision of all the probable questions that will be asked in the examinations. Be open mind, with open heart. Your sir is there to help you, right? And be very positive. And if you have any problem, I'm always there. But only one thing I want from you. I don't know what you think about yourself, but I am very confident about you all. I know that only one thing has to be changed, and for that no effort is required. Only your mentality towards English language and literature should be changed for the positive. You don't take English language and literature for granted. And please develop a positive approach towards this language, because this language will be required in your coming career. In your coming career, this language will be playing a very important role for your development, for your promotions, and for the leadership qualities that is inborn in all of you. I am very positive about you. I am very confident about you. Irrespective of whatever may be your quality, but I know that as you have become my students, and you are going to do miracle in the coming days. I am fully confident about you, and I will give you full guidance and training, full support. But I want only one thing from you. Think from your mind that you are a winner. Think from your mind that you are going to do very nice in your coming examination. Only this thing I want. And if you are able to think, the 50% success is already achieved. Another 50%, I am there for you. Thank you, students.